All right, guys, we got Victor Jones here. Go ahead and start us off. Go ahead.
Hey, Victor. I'm just wondering, what you've seen out of Boise State. They don't seem like their typical dominant self in a lot of ways. Obviously, they're 5-4 overall, but they've lost 3 games at home. What is your take on them, and what are you seeing out of Boise so far? The little that you've looked at.
I mean, whenever you go ahead to play Boise, they're still Boise, and they're still a solid powerhouse in our conference. So definitely, I'm gonna go in the game, like I do every single week, not taking anyone lightly. It's not really about the opponent. Sometimes it's about how you play. So kind of going in there the same way we go against anyone.
Victor, I think you won the race to grab the boot off the sideline. What did that victory mean to you guys? Not just because it's the rivalry, but you guys really needed a win after those 4 losses. And how much momentum does that give you this week?
I mean, that big rivalry game, that one always means a lot. And last year, after losing that one and just seeing how they rushed our sideline, and it's just like there's these images that's just been in my head for the past year, and I was just very, very excited to bring the boot back home to Laramie, and it just felt great to go do that.
Victor, Coach Bull mentioned that you guys are probably going to be without Solomon for the rest of the year. For you guys on the D line, how big of a loss is that? But also, especially coming off of last week, how much confidence, do you have in the rest of those guys being able to step up and kill?
I mean, with Solomon not being able to complete the year, that's a little piece of our D line that's missing. But I mean, I definitely have faith in everyone in our entire defensive line rooms, from our defensive end to our defensive tackles. We'll be able to step up and fill up the shoes pretty nicely, I believe.
Victor, how tough was that last trip to Boise State? And what do you remember most about that? A lot of guys told me after the game that was one of the toughest losses they've ever had in their college careers.
Last year?
2019 in Boise.
2019. I actually didn't play that game because I had tore my labrum against Nevada, and then I was out for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then I ended up finishing the season, but I actually didn't play that game. So I actually never even played in Boise before. So this is going to be my first time ever playing in Boise, and it's exciting. Definitely planning on going to have a good game.
On the flip side, since you didn't play, and sorry I didn't do my homework better on that, Vic, what did you see anything different out of your guys? They were really deflated after that one. A lot of tears in the locker room. That was a huge loss for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. That was a game that we all definitely. Cause I was at home watching, and I was watching. I'm like, this is a game like we could grab and we gonna get, and then I just know the emotions were crazy high after not knocking down that field goal or whatever, and that was a tough loss for sure.
After facing a couple of pretty good dual threat quarterbacks that could really run the last couple of weeks, obviously Hank Bachmeier, you know very well, he's a pocket guy, can really sling it. Just what are the challenges of transitioning to that kind of offense? And do you think the job you guys did against Fresno State can really help you out?
I mean, a quarterback that doesn't run as much is I wouldn't say necessarily easier, but it's just an aspect that like you don't have to consider. So, I mean, like I said, it's kind of more about what we do, not necessarily about the opponent. As long as we go in there, stay the game plan, keep them caged, secondary do what they do, it's going to be a good game.